What is good, y'all? What is poppin'? So, as you can tell, I got a nice new haircut. I cut it myself, mainly myself. My dad did the back for me because I was getting a little lost back there. Not too shabby, right? Better than my year and a half grown hair. If you don't believe me, I have proof. That's not even all of it. So yeah, new haircut, new me. But today we are going to be doing Will You Press the Button? I know it's been something for a while now, honestly. Like, it's probably been something for like years, but I've never done it, so I was like, why not? So what press the button is it'll give you a prompt, like a baseline prompt. You are the most beautiful guy slash girl in the world. And then it'll give you an effect, which would be you will never see your mother again. So you are the most beautiful person in the world, but you'll never see your mother again. And you either press or you don't press the button. I would say I would not press the button because beautiful is subjective, and like, you don't really need to be beautiful, right? I think you could live without being the most beautiful person in the world, but not having a family member sucks, so I will not. And then it'll tell you the percentage of people pressing the button versus not. And you see 66% were smart. What is with these ads? Like, what is this? Gain the ability to fluently speak and understand every language and dialect in the world, but you can never speak or understand the English language afterwards. That's a hard one. I mean, there's people who go to America and, don't need to speak English anyways. So I'm going to not press the button. Oh, I'm going to press the button. Because even in America, you don't need to speak English. Like, there's so many other languages here that you can survive with just speaking Spanish. That was a close one, 51 to 49, but I'm still in the positive. Infinite money, but every year a loved one dies. I have not had a loved one die yet, other than my dog. So I'm going to not press the button. But if I was someone who didn't have anyone left, I would be like, that's an easy one. But no, there's no point in me pressing the button. You become the smartest person to ever have lived, but nobody will believe anything you say. I would still press the button because you don't have to say anything to, Let's think of this like business wise. You're the smartest person in the world, you invent something, and it's like the most life-changing product ever. So what do? You just make the product, you don't say anything, you sell it, and everyone buys it. So it's like, I see it, I don't think you need to prove that you're the smartest. You get any video game you desire 4 weeks before its official release, but there's a 50% chance that it's scratched and won't work. This is a funny question. Sure. I think that's a pretty easy one. There's no bad side effects other than you just wasted your money. You wasted your money on a on a game that didn't work for 4 weeks earlier. I'll just buy the game when it comes out. Why does it matter if it's 4 weeks earlier? Like maybe like GTA 6. Getting GTA 6 early would have been sick because you would be like, "Hey, you guys waited 10 years. I waited 9 years and 48 weeks, so, sucks for you guys." But other than that, who cares? Who cares if you get it early? Because honestly, I don't really care playing it early, honestly. Like, also, I don't really have a console to play it on right now. Like, I know it's coming out for the Xbox and the PlayStation, but it's not coming out for the PC, which is the stupidest thing. Like, why wouldn't it not come out on the PC? It's stupid. You made all this hype for a game for, how was it, 10 years, and then you can't even put it on the PC? You can see the exact percentage chance of success before making any decision, but once you see it, you are forced to follow through with that decision. I'm not gonna press it. I don't feel the need to press that. Like, I'm trying to think of a situation where that's important. Like gambling. If you go to the casino and you put 100 on black and you see the percentage and it's like, oh, well, no, because you always know the percent when you're going to the casino. There's no point. There's no point of this. I'm not gonna press it. I don't see a need to press it. Yeah, 61%. There's no point of pressing it. I need a tough one. You will be able to see the future, but you won't be able to change it. Yeah, no, that's it. No, that's easy. I know this team's winning the Super Bowl. I'm putting all my money on there. You can even, that's such a, yeah, I'll gladly press it any day of the week. Why would you not? The only thing that people probably think, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna press it, is for the stupid like death question where you're like, oh, if I die, when am I gonna die? But you won't be able to change it. That's the only reason why people won't press it, and it's such a stupid argument because it's like, why do you want to know when you die? Other than that, like, this will make you rich. You know all foreign languages you want to know, but you can only talk 500 words a day. What would be the benefit? I mean, like, what would be the benefit of that? Like, you can speak to anyone, but why would you want to only speak 500 words a day? I'm not gonna press that. That's just a stupid question. That's dumb. You are the best at whatever you want and are rich beyond your wildest dreams. But a COD 8-year-old fanboy will shout at you for being a noob and call you a word that you shouldn't be saying on Twitch, no matter how what. What? Was someone like drunk making this? A COD 8-year-old fanboy will shout at you for being a noob and call you a F slur, no matter what. We'll just say no matter what. Sure, yeah. Because I'll be like Ninja. I'll be like, the fuck you say to me, you little shit. That 8-year-old is crying. That 8-year-old is not calling me a noob. And if he wants to come back for round 2, you know. You ever played Call of Duty Black Ops 2 when it was popping? Like, you know, all those kids were crying when you were screaming at them. You could not be an 8-year-old playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2. You were getting toasted on, no matter what. You automatically know the answer to every question, but everyone disagrees with you and refuses to talk to you. No, that doesn't sound enticing at all. That's pretty much anything with politics nowadays. If you are into politics, there's no right answer. You'll have people agree with you, but you know, if you're debating with the other side in politics, you're not debating, it's just a fight. That's why I don't do politics. I do not vote, I do not join a side, I do not do anything with politics cuz it's life threatening at this point. If you're a Republican supporter, you got people who are Democrats on your throat at all times. Like it's crazy nowadays, but everyone disagrees with you and I'm going to say no. That doesn't seem entertaining or, you know, worth it. You are immortal, but all your relatives can live up to 50 years of age. No. Who wants to be immortal? It's cool for the first, 100 years? 200 years? And then you're like, man, I've been living too long. And then you're just going to be depressed. You always see people who are immortal in movies, and they're like the most miserable people ever. You can teleport to any cartoon world you want, but when you teleport, a random person will die. You meet the woman of your dreams and you eventually marry her, but you always have an intense itching sensation in a spot you can't reach and it never goes away. Yeah, I'm walking down the aisle. You may kiss the bride. That sucks. No. I'll settle for less. I'll settle for less. Google gives everyone free internet, but Apple goes out of business. I'm gonna press that. That sounds like an easy question. Just go to Samsung. Next. I'm not that much of a bandwagon. You have a bank account that will grant you $1,500 anytime you desired, but you have to kill someone every time the money is created, but can never be punished for it. $1,500 is not a lot. So how much money would you say you need to have to be content with life and to not press that button anymore? 400,000, like bare minimum, like you're content with the money you got. I would say maybe like 200,000. Let's say 200,000. Even though that's not gonna get you anywhere, you can't even buy a house with that. But 200,000 divided by 1,500 is 133 people that have to die. Is that worth it? Are you morally correct for killing 266 people for $400,000? I don't think it's a problem until you kill someone you're related to or you care about. And the odds of that is so low because there's 15 billion people on Earth? That was a hard one. That was a pretty hard one. You get the person of your dreams, but you may only drink water for the rest of life. Yeah, you're supposed to be drinking water. It sucks. I hate water. Don't get me wrong. I'll stick to my brisks, but yeah, I hate water, but I'll live. It's not like you're sucking on a snail for the rest of your life. I hate water. Water is so boring. It's a chore for me to drink. It's a chore. If you give me a bottle of water, odds are I'm only drinking 3 sips, and then I'm not throwing it out, but I'm putting it to the side, and then I'll come back and drink 3 sips. I don't enjoy water. Even with the little powder that you put in the drinks, it's still mid. You get to change your appearance to any famous person permanently. But the famous person you changed, people must be like 8 years old making this. The famous person of you changed to will constantly try to hunt you down and kill you. So you become a doppelganger. So you change into a famous person, but the famous person is still in the universe and is hunting you down. Would it be messed up if I changed into Stephen Hawking? And I was just Stephen Hawking, but how is he gonna kill me? He's gonna create a black hole. He's gonna create a black hole. I don't know. You just are a doppelganger. It can be yes or no. I wouldn't be mad. You have the ability to read minds, but everyone will say one bad thing about you when you are reading their mind. So if you read someone's mind and every single time there's a little comment at the end saying like you smell and you stink, like what's the point of reading their mind then? You want to know if they like you or if they don't, or the only benefit like reading minds has else from that is what, like if you're playing a sport or something and you're in your PKs and you're just like, which direction is this guy hitting it, and then you read their mind and they're like, I'm gonna kick it to the left. But other than that, like, who cares about reading minds? I'm not gonna take it. People wanted that. I mean, it's a cool skill to have. What does the bad thing change? I guess it depends on how bad. Go blue lock mode. Yes, reading minds. Go blue lock mode. You're smart for that. I didn't think about that. Cheating on tests. That's a good idea. I'd be like the smartest person on paper, not in person. Like if you were talking to me, you'd be like, no, that dude's not smart. But on paper, I'd be pretty smart. On paper is all schools care about. That's true. You do have a point. You can go back in time to meet any person in history, but only on their deathbed. Yeah, I would do it. I don't see why not. What's wrong with that? What is considered a deathbed though? Like if you went back in time to talk to Abraham Lincoln, are you talking to him at the theater? Or just for this scenario, they have to be on the deathbed dying of some disease or something? I think this is an easy yes, because I don't think any situation would say this is like a bad thing. It's just like it's a cool thing that you can do in your free time. Who should I see today? Let me go to Plato. A nerfed time traveler. That's what you are. You're a nerfed time traveler that travels back in time to just talk to people before they die. I don't see what the problem with pressing it is. That should be more. That should be like 90. That should be 100%, honestly. There's no non-benefit about it. Yeah, my dog is clip farming. She wants me to rage. He wants a Joe Bart clip. Yeah, it's a she, but yeah. Yeah, she wants me to be like, if I could bend time and space, I would. A new alien race comes to Earth and desires peace. Welcome everyone to an intergalactic friendship. But all games produced by Epic Games would be burned and disposed of. Yes! 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 Yes, I'm pressing that. Solve world hunger, but world peace will never be achieved. No matter what, there's someone losing here. World hunger will probably never be solved. The problem is you can get world peace eventually. Will it always be solved? No, there'll probably be some other dictator or something who, rebels against. There was a time where, who was it? Alexander the Great had conquered most of the world. All right, I'm just popping in to correct myself. I don't want to spread some misinformation. He only conquered 13% of the Earth's landmass, which is still a lot. Point still stands. But then it broke up again because, people don't want to be ruled. I don't think world peace would ever be achieved or world hunger would ever be achieved reasonably without this scenario. With the scenario, you're achieving one thing, but never achieving another thing. So would you rather have 50-50 or 100 and 0? I'm going to press it because at least you're solving something. It's like, would you rather solve cancer and no one eats? Like, it's something, it's like, would you rather solve something but never solve another, or have a chance of solving both at some point, but, it will never be solved? I'm going to press it. That was a hard one. Very hard one. You gain $100,000 every day until you die. You must first commit a Florida man level crime. You gain no money while in jail. There was this one Florida case I heard where this dude, he killed someone with a gun and then tied the gun to a balloon, and it went up in the air and went 3 blocks down and then landed, and the cops found it, and he went to jail. Are we talking like that? Are we talking like I have to take PCP or something and like fight an alligator? What are we talking Florida man level crime? Like, you must first commit one. So I have to commit one crime, whether I get caught or not, and I go to jail for doing it if I do get caught and I don't get money in jail. Wrestle, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wrestle an alligator. That's the type of Florida crime. Because $1,000 every day. So if you get $1,000 every day of the year, you get 365,000. So every year you're getting a $365,000 income. You go to jail for 10, 20 years because a Florida level crime is not no easy crime. I come back out of jail, I'm 43, and then I could spend the rest of my life getting $365,000 a year. I'm going to say no because I could get life in jail. And I think Florida has the death penalty, no? Win a couple million in a lottery, but you have to get a new identity and lose contact with all friends, family, etc. That's basically just winning the lottery. Winning the lottery entails all of this. Maybe you wouldn't officially get a new identity, but if you win the lottery, you can't really talk to your friends and family and stuff because they beg you for money. That's the problem with most lottery winners is they have to separate themselves from everyone they know. A couple million isn't a lot either compared to like the lotteries I'm thinking of. Like you get like $500 million, quote unquote. You actually get like 300 million. You get a couple million. You have to get a new identity, lose contact with all friends, family, etc. I'm gonna say no. They go to what? They go to court? And nephew, 1.2 million lottery dispute resolved. Court over $1.2 million chased the eighth lottery jackpot after both names appeared on the winning ticket from a July 2018. So you can have two names on the ticket. So what's the thing though? Like they split the money, 600,000 and 600,000. Received 850,000. The dude took 350,000. Oh, so the grandmother bought him the lottery ticket, but he won it. Honestly, you gave up the ownership of something you own to someone else as a gift. Once you give it up as a gift, it's theirs. So I think he deserved it, or at least deserved some of it. And you gamble at the casino, they say never let someone press the button on a slot machine, because if they press the button on a slot machine on your money and they win, they get the money because they pressed the button. It doesn't matter if it's your money or their money. Yeah, if you go to the casino and you're with your friend and, you say, oh, bro, like, press the button. Maybe you're lucky. And then they win $1 million. That $1 million is theirs. They might give you some if they're nice, but at the end of the day, that $1 million is their money because they pressed the button. They activated the bet. So you gave up ownership to them. You don't have to pay anything anymore, but you still have to work. Yeah, that's easy. I want a yacht. I want a skyscraper. I want this. I want that. I'm going to head out. Yeah, thank you for watching. That was fun. And I am out. Peace. Okay, sorry. I'm mogging right now. All right, I'm out. Peace.